Alright, I don't know what happened with me on Tim's feed, Timothy John Luke. So I figure I'll go live here now. I think his feed was about over. I told him if he got to 5 super chats, I would go live. And so, man of my word, so we're going to go live here. And let me go ahead and get this ball rolling. Get my laptop going. I wasn't playing on it. Uh, hey, Dave. I don't know what happened. My feed cut off right real quick. And so I didn't even start everything up. But we'll get back onto this painting. Get my laptop started up here. There we go. Alright. Kyle, how you doing, Kyle? So this is what I started earlier and did a little bit more to it and that got his jeans in. Uh but we're getting into it really good. I want to come in and do some of the colors in the grass and that also. You're on the approach to the landing. Okay, cool. It's been a long day for you at the airport. Long day. I don't know if I can spend that much time at the airport and that. Uh, Kyle, on this painting that I did it with the HD stencil, and HD stencil has you gives you a stencil like this, and what it does is cover up the whole thing, just like screen t-shirt painting in a way. You get your stencil and you can just put it on there and just paint it all out, and it'll come out to where you see everything like that, and it works out really good. Makes it a lot easier to do your artwork, quick and easy if you want to do it really easy. Hi there. I don't know how you pronounce that. But so this is what we're going to work on. I've been working on for a little bit now. Today I started earlier. Today I started on it, and now I'm getting back to it. I just got done watching Timothy John Luke, and I told him if he got 5 super chats on his channel, I would go live. And he got 5 super chats on his channel. So we're gonna do some work here and get some more work done. Another Dave. We got 2 Daves. So we just got to put some of this color into the grass and that. Gary, how you doing, Gary? Can't stay long. That's okay, Gary. I know you're a busy man also. So we're just going to add some of this color to the grass. Just put it in a little bit. A little bit here and there. Give it some dimension. I'll keep adding colors until I get it right about where I want to go. Always got to give some depth to your painting. All right, Dave. Been a long day for you at the airport and that. I completely understand, Dave. You were on with me earlier this morning, and you were at the airport just waiting to get on the plane. Now you're waiting to get off the plane, get in the truck. Dang, man. It's a long day. I don't go in here. I'm going to do a little bit in here. Just a little bit. A little bit here. See, now come back and we'll throw it around a little bit with the eraser. Just tap it. Because later on, when I have to get to the brushwork and that, at least I'll have a ground to stand on. These will be, this will be part of the tree. I ain't worried about that too much. That's part of a branch there. Just want some of this stuff to stand out a little bit. We'll add some more color later on to all this. Try to keep that as a distant part right there. There, now we come down to the bottom and do some. Gotta make sure the top doesn't get clogged up. Now just take the eraser, go in there, do a little bit touch up right in them brown areas. Cause I did go in a little bit heavy. But I still got to come in with the paintbrush. Don't forget that. I'll come in with the paintbrush and do a little bit more. Just right now, to me, it's all about taking the airbrush and blocking in everything. See, that just adds a little bit of depth to the painting. Not much, but just enough that I want. Hey Tim, I don't know what happened. My feed just stopped on my phone, and I'm like, well, I don't know if he stopped it or what. So I just started the live feed real quick. Man of my words, and I did consider what's his name as two, two, two super chats. All right, now let's get. That's it for this color. Now we're gonna do the other color for the hat, and his vests. But you know what I gotta do? I gotta go to the little boy's room. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. All right. I need to do this. Um, Now let me grab the flesh toad. Now this is the wicked flesh toad. I'm going to add it in on here, and as I got to be the first color in this cup, and as I go along, I darken it a little bit. I don't darken it right away. I don't add the colors right away. I want to just have this color going in here. And we'll start off with that. Yeah, a little bit more. I need to thin it down now. Yeah, figured it ain't gonna shoot right. We're gonna have to fix that. Play with faith too much, didn't I? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Now we'll do the hat a little bit. A little bit of color in the hat. A little bit on the face. On the hand. Here. Right there by his neck. Right by his beard. Just one a little bit. Now I want this part of the seat. Even though this yellow's in there, this yellow helps it out also. Later on, I'll come back with a little bit heavier brown, and I ain't got to shoot as much. That's one thing about the HD stencil. It's all just coloring it in because it all comes together as you're doing it. It's kind of easy in a way to me. I think it is doing it this way. I think it's super easy. Do a jug here. The rifle I'm gonna let sit there alone. But now I just add like a brown to this. Well, no, hold up. I'm gonna add some color to this field and that. I want this to come up a little bit. Add a little bit of color to the field. I'm gonna have to add some whiten this up and whiten this up a little bit. Later on, I'll do that, or I'll pull it up with some grass there, and pull it up the grass there. Later on, with the paintbrushes, I'll pull it up. But just add your little color here and there. Don't want to get too crazy. I want to come in later on with the dark colors. I'll add the other stuff. He must have had too. He must have had. He didn't have water in his canteen. And knock him out like that. All right, now we'll add some of the brown to this color. That's why that fell because I didn't have that brush right there. Now we're going to add some of this darker brown to it. Thank you, Tim. Oh, Astro. Sorry. Let me add some reducer to this. Lid back on it. And we'll just shake it up. That's 4021. My feeling about the 4021, it is really good. I really like it a lot. Um, I feel that the 4021, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel that the 4021 It's not, it doesn't make your paint too thick and it doesn't make your paint too thin. It matches, has your paint, makes your paint, how can you say, it, it makes your paint mixture just right. Not too thick, not too thin. And I think it's perfect for the new beginners using the airbrush. Because if, for me, using the Cretex illustration is really thin. And then when you use the Cretex Wicked color, it's really thick to me. The illustration is thin, and the Wicked color is thick. But you could put this reducer of the 4021 in there. I feel that it makes it just right. It mixes up to where the color ends up being spot on. I mean, the mixture ends up being spot on, and it'll really help out the beginners. That's my takeaway of it. Because in a way, I tried it both ways with just the illustration color. I mixed it with that, and I mixed it with the Wicked color, and it just makes both of them. It gives both of them their shape. I guess you would say. It gives both of them their capacity or what they need, and it's you don't even have to add 40/50 to it unless you want to. Right. So you rarely add the 40/50 to your Wicked anyway. But the 40/50, if you add it to your Wicked, it you can't erase it. Alright. Go in here, just do a little bit of touch up.
Most every victory is achieved with precision and strategy. When it comes to Social Security disability, you need an accomplished team that understands the challenges. At Jenkins Block and Associates, we know how to get the benefits you're entitled to and deserve. Our licensed attorneys have championed and won cases for over 40 years. And with offices across Maryland and Virginia, we're easy to find. Your rights are our focus. We're Jenkins Block and Associates. Welcome to Jiffy Lube. How can we call more for you today?
This is quick. Please, we got a date with the sale.
No worries. You'll be in and out with a Carlson quick quality oil change.
My windows are tinted with us.
We got you. Need a car and courtesy back too?
We're gonna need a bigger vacuum. Or more. Now I got it. Mom could use a little sub car.
Jiffy Lube. Have credit problems? Getting a new vehicle can be a challenge. Nationwide Auto can get you in a new car, truck, or
When I come in with the black over here, over some of this, it'll stand out a little bit more.
foreclosure, divorce, we guarantee approval. At Nationwide Auto, we're here to help. Call 800-555-LOAN. Let our experts get you the credit you deserve and the vehicle you want. Call 800-555-LOAN now. Here we go. Prize puzzle time. Praise the category, and we're going to put Samantha to work spinning that wheel. And now she's going to rest for a while because the wheel got her. Brooke, go ahead. All right, let's have a letter, please. 14. Stick with that wild card. $500 for every one of those keys. So that's 2,000. Nicely modeled. What do you want to do now?
I'm gonna buy the egg.
There are 3 A's. Yeah.
Eggs, please.
Yeah, 3 H's.
I'd like to buy the egg.
And 2 E's. Yeah. Making quick work of it. $3,300 they have. And that one.
R.
1 R. Are you over 4,000? Oh my. Okay. Well, let's have a letter first.
D.
That's a good letter. There's 2 of them at $1,000 a piece. Now, if you do the expression, if you keep calling confidence to 1,000 for each one, you can buy a box of sending a letter if you don't get each.
Uh,
W.
1 W. 1 S. 1 F. And I guess you want to solve it now.
Yeah, I do. What are the odds of that?
Yeah!
Alright. So we got that. Now, come back with this a little bit more. Now we'll come back and do this up a little bit.
taught me leadership, teamwork, and advanced skills that have opened doors I didn't know were there. When I retire, I will come home with more opportunities and the honor of having served. Imagine the possibilities. Join the Army, earn your degree, while you can do.
Well, we have more money to give away here in our triple toss-up. Thing is the category for all three of these puzzles. And here's the first one. Work.
King size bed.
Yeah, that's it. You're keeping score at home? Here's the second. Adam. Everybody else now. And it's Brooke.
Murphy's bed.
Yeah, that's it. So, if she gets the next one, it won't be 6,000, it'll be 10,000. Can she do it? Let's find out.
Hey, Brian. That's Brian today. Brian been busy today. Ain't seen you all day.
600.
L.
Yes, one L. Well, you're doing fine here. You got $1,000. 900.
M.
Yeah, one M. 500.
C.
Yeah, there's the C. 2,400.
I'd like to solve
Okay.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, there you go. So that takes you to $5,500, and we got through that real quick, which means we're straight on the ground. Assuming Ben has enough smoking, will she? Will you see it, please? Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Is the category, and the answer this one starts to a $1,000. Sounds right. So give it a good one. And after we had $1,000, it's worth $1,500. What are you doing in the category? So I can start. Do it for free. Yeah. What?
G.
Mm-hmm. 2 G's. Interesting.
Drinking champagne.
What's that?
Fine champagne.
Adam.
R.
1 R. Samantha, a letter.
T.
No T. Brooke.
H.
Uh-huh. There's an H. Adam.
C.
1 C.
Corking champagne.
Samantha.
S.
There's no S. Brooke. And then one is an hour, so if they get 1 C. That was not a lot of help.
Pouring champagne.
No. Adam. Letter.
P.
Yeah, there's a P. And what do we have when that P comes up and that P comes up?
Pouring
There
champagne.
we go.
Some kind of champagne.
We did everything with that champagne except put it down to disposal.
Party.
Yeah. Well, you know, you had that $1 million race. That would have been nice to go to the bonus round with that. But you know what? I don't think it's too much. All cash total $20,050. You know, third place, not so bad, huh? $5,500. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's the winner. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Good. Grab that wild card. Thank you very much. $28,290 cash prizes and play one of these categories. Let him ask her. Thing, phrase, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
All right. Let's find out. Opening movie. What we got?
I never thought I would become a singer. I was wrong. I didn't know that 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes singers. I'm just in the accident. That's when the heart in my heart. Trust me, it has been the virus again.
The most powerful cleaning in any universe. See? Looking good. See Marvel Studios Thunderbolt.
Fix-It can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. And this. Fix-It is an add-on for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems, and it doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. It helps right away for face, mouth, tongue, throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor if you have worsening joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change your stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Doctor, I'm your co-host Tim Howard, along with the legendary Phantom Donovan.
Last time I reflected Everton and national team.
We both have a PhD in soccer.
The culture is very
This is an element of soccer in America.
people want to hear honest.
I'm big on my opinion, giving it straight down the barrel.
We're both at an age now where we can be unfiltered.
Unfiltered soccer, presented by
What are you doing as category? RSTLNE. Let's start with those letters. Please, very important that our audience be very quiet during this. You can do this all on your own. You're doing fine so far. All right, 3 more consonants, 1 more vowel.
C. D.
The vowel.
A.
And now you have the wild card. 1 more consonant from the block.
G.
All right, let's see what we get out of that. Again, audience, no help from you. All right, what are you doing as the category? You have 10 seconds to try to talk it out. There's a newsletter board that can give you some help. Good luck.
Facing a
Well, you know,
rodeo.
you call it an only.
Video.
Okay, good. You know, afterwards it's easy to see what
Of
you
course,
call it.
posting a video, Pat.
Let me check with the judges. Was that too late? Your parents taught your family that you might take a chance, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. And, because you've been such a great guy, this is always a fun to see. So that's what we're there for. And for what a night, $28,290. Who would have thought it?
You were the first baby to request pleasure, Jackson.
Unparalleled hiking. Yeah, that's it. And you're going to do that in Costa Rica. Oh my God!
Hey, Wheel, we had an awesome time in Costa Rica. We did lots of fun excursions, but the best part was getting engaged to Megan, and Wheel played a big part. So I brought the Wheel of Fortune board game with us on the trip, and I made my own puzzle, and it said, "Marry me, Megan."
Everything was spelled out, except for the M for Marry Me Megan, and I don't know why, but I first thought, Marry Me Megan.
I got down on one knee, she said yes, and we all went home to a really good end. So thank you for everything.
Thank you, Will Fortune.
You know, there's a lot to like about this show, and I like meeting people, and I like when they're winning money. Even if they hit a bankrupt, you feel badly, but I just hate it when you showed 100 and they didn't solve the puzzle, and that was understandable that you did. But I'll be okay. I'm going to go out and have a couple of swift drinks. I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration provided by Ancestry. Discover, preserve, share.
So this week, my dad did not know where he was from. It means the world to share ancestry with my dad, so Nigeria. This is what
There we go.
broken down by regions, by journeys, and by parents. This is my way of saying
That's what we want.
Insurance companies approach every accident case the same way. They calculate the lowest possible payout. So what makes the difference? Me, Mike Slocum.
I was getting nowhere until I called Mike. You got me 6 million. Call 844 Mike Williams. He's tough.
And that's a promise.
Vacation starts with VX. All that you love, all in one trip. Search yours at virginia.org.
Watch Tennis Channel Weekly to keep up with all that's happening on the North Tour. Tune in every week for coverage of the sports biggest matches.
Same thing I gotta do with the deer.
Sunday at 10 on the CW Baltimore.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
This is my playtest.
I get that, Your Honor.
Perfect. Next is mental anguish. Yours or mine? It's getting bad for you.
I don't understand why you're so upset with me.
Does this face look stupid to you? Am I doing all right?
Excellent.
That's what I like to hear.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on the CW Baltimore.
Tail a little
You've
bit.
been injured in an accident? Listen to me. You're not doing yourself any favors trying to handle it yourself.
After my motorcycle crash, I was out of work for months.
You got me 1.9.
Call 844 Mike Williams. He's
Hey, Bobby.
that's the promise. Post to and follow us on X at CW Baltimore.
My name is Abel Knievel. I'm a professional daredevil.
So, right now, it's a matter of bouncing back and forth with the airbrush and the eraser and all that good jazz.
Proud, annoying people. Evil Knievel was everything. The definition of light. What do you wish you do? It was man
Get
on
his hat color right.
Let's get it on.
You would think he would have orange on, but this is an old guy.
Man, that's not joking.
He's exempt.
Who else would get busted up and 2 weeks later be back jumping on a motorcycle?
But like I said, I think his canteen, he doesn't necessarily have just water in that canteen.
He only knew go big or go home, and the dude never went home. Evil Knievel made a lot of money, and he spent it faster than he made it. I mean, he used to bet my brother's friends $100 they couldn't eat a can of dog food.
Women, cars, booze. That's probably why he wound up broke.
It all depends on who's making it. 80 grit is a that's a really rough grit.
signature was color me lucky. Boy, was he lucky, or God was watching out for him. I think it was God. And
That's sanding down wood
His friends used to ask him, Eva, why don't you slow down and save some time?
or fiberglass.
Say, look, I'm a daredevil. I know what could happen to me.
was my dad perfect? Oh, his name was Evil.
It's a really rough texture that you're sanding with the 80 grit.
I wear a red, white, blue #1 on my shoulder because I think I'm
Oh, your pastel pencils?
All about that, right?
Let's see. Where's it at? I have something to show you that you might like just as well.
That
Where's
was
it
the
at?
beginning of this iconic mythic figure and himself.
Caesar's Palace Hotel and
I don't
Casino
know where I
was
have it at.
in
Oh, there it
Paris.
is.
It had these massive fountains, and it was the big attraction
There you go, Tim.
of the strip.
Caesar's Palace was always the greatest place.
When Evil drove by Caesar's
It's
Palace and looked up that
100 grit and a 180 grit.
yeah, I think I can trust
Take-
that.
It's
What he did is what he called Caesar's
fingernail
Palace. He built the
thing,
place from the inside out.
I think that Evil had a
both sides.
God-given talent about
See if you can find it that way. I found it the other day.
let's talk about a self-salesman. A guy who says, I am now Evil Knievel, makes calls.
So, like I said, it's really rough on one side and the other side's a little bit smoother. So, I don't know if you'll like that. Check that out. But I was using it on my
This guy, Evel Neville's going to jump your phone. Who? I don't know who you're talking
the
about.
sharpened to get the whatchamacallit off the pencil and that. Like clean up the pencil and everything. The eraser.
Out of fiction, sells this guy. And finally, the guy goes, well, I don't know who this guy, Evel Neville, Evil Knievel is, but get his ass in here.
Yeah, but it'll clean up your eraser or something like that. If you want to try that. But I know you needed the sharpener for the pastel pencils and that. Um, see how let's see how long the point is on my pencil here, and it's because of
And he did. Big guy. And then went out. Did it. My dad used
this is my sharpener.
imaginations.
It's electric sharpener I got. Um, it'll adapt to different sizes and that. And the further you put it in, the more it's the further you put it in, the more pointy it gets. So if you put it in lightly, it'll be that. But that's who it is. 6 to up to 12 meter. And well, that right here, it's adjustable for what kind of point you want to go to, and that. But this thing's working out pretty cool for me. Because I could, instead of having the long point, I could go with the shorter point on the pencil also.
I've seen that over and over and over again. Man, every time I see it, I think, how the heck am I going to do it again?
That was a slap. If you set up a crazy idea but you're really making it, it doesn't become such a crazy idea because it's making it. But when you fail, people go, oh my God, that was impossible. How did he have the nerve? Where the guts to do that? There was no one like him.
It was amazing having seen the footage that Evil Knievel was actually still alive. The crowd was freaking out. Nobody was sure if he lived or died.
I talked to his wife, Linda, and she
Yeah, sometimes it is hard to get the real fine to where you don't want to see it stick out as much. What color was I working on? I was doing that darker.
Just couldn't get the medicine regulated right where the oxygen to his brain and that, and he was hallucinating, and it
I
was just
was doing the dark. I could go down and do the gun and do that. See what happens. Let's go with the gun a little bit.
He was not in a coma like he used to claim for 20 days or so. In fact, I was down there about the third or fourth day after he found him. He wasn't in a coma then.
The fact that he fell so horrendously set people's minds up. And I think a lot of people subconsciously
Go with the rifle.
My dad jumped Caesars in red, white, and blue and crashed. And boom, all of a sudden, McClung was born.
oh, good, hold mama. What do we think of these? Yes, you want to stop it, really? I just a so right. That makes no sense. Close mama. Too much? You're never too much. I can be. Yeah, me too. Tucked in or in for the wedding photos, out for the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know, like you're dancing, just like a person.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Hey, honey, I'm dancing.
no.
Okay.
That's how you pose. No matter what kind of teeth you got brushed, all the
Yeah,
electric
that's the HD stencil,
Oral-B was
Brian.
inspired by
Uh,
claims
yeah, it started out with the HD stencil. Here, I'll show you
you're perfect.
what it looks like.
I told myself I was okay with my rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
Oh, right here it is. See, Brian, this is the HD stencil. See how you got the deer there? Now watch when I put the HD stencil up to it. You can see the deer there, and it copies the deer all the way up. And you just spray the black, your gray on here. It's kind of like if you were doing a shirt and you needed a stencil for the shirt and that. But you had to do this paint. Got to be thin enough to go through there to give it to you. And I don't know if you could do the Indian ink. I'm sure you could probably do the Indian ink over with this also, and just spray it in there. But it's so thin that you see right on through it. See how the deer is there and everything like that. So I don't know if you can see, but when I did it up to the deer there, see how it copies even the guy down here and the tree and everything. It just does the whole thing. Uh, it's like this is a copy of it because I sprayed it on a piece of paper first. Then I made my copies off of this.
He was influenced by the morality
But
and
It's cool. I mean, it makes your work faster, crazier, and easier. All you're doing basically is just coloring it in a way. Just do your airbrushing the way you want to do it and erasing, and you get it quick, quick set. But I gotta go back the other way because you can't just rely on that. It makes your work quicker and everything like that. I'm just doing it to show everybody what it is. The HD stencil. I'm just showing everybody what it is. That's all. Basically, why I'm doing it, using it. The other method, I like the other method of cutting the stuff out and stuff like that. I do like that. It's challenging. This just gives you another way of doing your art, and it shows that you care in your art. I mean, well, this just shows you a quick way to do your art if you have to. This will help you out with if you have a problem with your light source and stuff like that. The stencil will help you out with that.
Joined the military, stationed at Fort Lewis, Washington, came back to Butte. He started a semi-pro hockey team that played for a season or two. The hunting guide service.
And it is like a game changer too.
He was full of big ideas and tried them all out.
I got my first one, and I was like, "Dang, man, this will make it so much easier." But we can't rely on easy way. But we can rely on a fast way if we want to. Another tool for the toolbox. I put it on here a little thick this time. That's near the butt of the gun.
jump a Honda bike over a box containing 2 mountain lions and a bunch of rattlesnakes.
Moses Lane was his first jump. And him and I built a track on edge of town and did the jump there. He jumped over a couple of mountain lions and a box of rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
It wasn't very far. I mean, probably 50 feet maybe.
Bobby fell short on its landing, hit the edge of the box that the snakes were in, busted it open, and the snakes went free. And the crowd freaked out, but people realized, like, wow, I'm onto something here.
And he started the stunt show. He wanted to show the whole world that he was the best.
When my dad started jumping, because he started jumping was probably 26, 27, and then started his show in 1966.
All of a sudden, he just got a light bulb go off in his head and said, I know what I'm gonna do.
I told him he'd starve to death doing that. You know, he'd never make it. But he fooled me.
Asthma. Doesn't have you missing out on what you love with who you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma taken once every 8 weeks. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop your asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur.
This pet or racer, I'm holding it so lightly that it's just really skinning across the gun, the rifle.
There's nothing. We've got new bounty. Bounty is 2 times
But I'm trying to bring in some of that grass and that too at the same time.
So once she keeps working, while ordinary grace falls
Later on, I got to come back in here and down in here it'd be black in a way
Get more done with one.
to give the rifle its shape.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about, so she saves hundreds by coming on home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what
But I'm trying to make like how the the butt of this rifle is going to be black right in here. But here, where I'm doing the erasing and that, this is going to be like the wood grain of the rifle.
So why can't we say we're the best home shopping site? Because while true, you just can't say that. So I can't say Homes.com is the best. No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Homes best is com.com. No. What if we said it in Spanish? Homes cinco gold.
So you just put it in to where it looks like the wood grain of the rifle.
No. Fine. What if he said Homes.com?
But later on, I got to give it it's all its shape,
Say what? Homes.com.
like the lever action.
Homes.com. It's the best.
You don't have to settle for just one delicious dish at Olive Garden. Buy one, take one is here, starting at just $14.99, but only for a limited time. So hurry in and enjoy the favorites you crave today.
It's
and
the
take
bolt.
another home for tomorrow on us.
I don't know what it is. No, that ain't lever action. What am I thinking? It's a bolt action.
Heavenly. Clean, moisturizing body wash isn't a myth, it's native.
I made the decision to move here, you, now pure pet choice. Sullivan's Crossing, season premiere Wednesday, May 7th.
Your tombstone might read him as a man who shouldn't have blanked so much. Right.
Family, Weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on the CW Baltimore. Onboard Wi-Fi that goes wherever you go.
That could be a shotgun. I think it's,
0.99% APR or $12.50 bonus tax on the Elantra or lease.
but I don't think it's a shotgun. The way he's dressed like he's turkey hunting, but the deer's there. Shotgun, I don't think you use a shotgun on a deer. At least I wouldn't.
Car's totaled and you can't work.
There's going to be so much to do.
It's a lever action.
You need a lawyer? You have a lawyer. Call it.
They can get started on your case right away.
There you go. See, I could go like this, and then go like this to give it a.
Lawyers? Or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
Because
do that twice and that twice.
30 to 50% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com /free.
Kind of design of the wood.
This is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition.
It's like a knot in the wood right there.
A third row that feels like first class. How it should be. The Hyundai Palisade. Get 3.99% APR or up to $2,000 bonus cash on the Palisade or lease for only $389 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
This is just shaved down. Right in this area, it's all shaved down. There you go.
My dad was out racing, breaking bones, and he paid all his own hospitalization.
At this little show that he had put on, there was one fella that jumped a motorcycle, but for some reason he got hurt, so Bob thought he would let the motorcycle go under his leg. He got hit down the groin. He was knocked out for quite a while.
A muzzle load and the flint action up here would be.
Fuck rattlesnakes and bobcats. It's one thing that's kind of corny, but then it turned into quite a large spectacle. It was more than just the county fair. He was the first guy to do it on 2 wheels, really. I mean, no one had seen it before, and he gave you your money's worth. And my dad did everything. I mean, he
There.
put up his own
Like I
ramp,
said, I think that's the bolt action.
made the deals with the promoter, made the jump, packed up his ramps. It was always
Because you have the trigger down here.
I was happy that he finally found something that he wanted to get into.
And then if he's hunting for deer, it could be the
Before that,
30, an old 30-30.
5 years. But this was the one job that he says, I love this.
Or a 30-06.
Of course, he got the thrill of excitement. He was not
All right, that's looking good.
he would not do that. He didn't even want to sit home
Looking good.
like an ordinary guy. He liked to be out where the action was. He didn't want to be an ordinary man.
First off, I mean, this guy was super hot.
If I looked anything like him, I wouldn't want to sit around in my small town in middle America. I think that there's, a world to capture.
Evel Knievel was kind of like a Johnny Appleseed. He traveled and touched so many people in so many different regions that had no idea where he came from, no idea how he got there. My dad was on the road all the time.
And like I said, I'm going to have to come in here with a lot of, do a little bit of brush work here and there. Oh, I never did do the canister, the canteen. The canteen, I want to put some dark color in that.
And most of those stations ended because of my dad. The guy knew no boundary. He only knew go big or go home. And the dude never went home.
I'm thinking of American history, like badasses to American history. He's number one on the list. Don't take no mess from nobody, and take a step further, American badass. To me, he loves the country. Goes down the road that they carved out themselves.
He started like a lot of great bands that start. You get on the road, you play the music. You don't wait for the record deal. You go around and take the music to the people and take the show to the people, and then people start talking. And the next town, a few more people are anticipating showing up. Next town starts, they keep telling us, well, what are we doing Friday night? No, we're not going to the movies. We're going to see this Phoenix movie. Gotta see this, man. I heard it in here. I didn't know this movie. You're going to jump what? And just by word of mouth. I mean, you caught up with it. You caught up with it. We did watch ABC Wide World of Sport, which was the biggest national show, and you knew that JC Adams promoted national championship events from Ascot Park. He had a master plan, and his plan was to go national. So he called my dad. Daddy, my name is Evel Knievel. And my dad said, okay, what's an Evel Knievel? No, that's me. I jump motorcycles. What do you mean jump motorcycles? No one had done it before. That jumping motorcycles was novel. So Knievel comes in and sits down across from JC, and my father says, well, how do I know what I'm going to pay you?
He said, I'll tell you what, give me a couple bucks ahead over what you had last year. Then you'll know that they came to see me, that I'm the reason that they're here. And so my dad, being the good Armenian businessman that he was, said, that makes sense. Oh, that's fine. Let's do it. Wide World of Sports was coming out on a Sunday afternoon to shoot the event. Have you ever done 15 before even?
Bill, I never have. I missed a jump up in the northwestern part of the United States over 13, and I was hospitalized and laid up for nearly 5 months, and I sure hope that doesn't happen today.
Many people swear they've had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before, so we invited some of them to a little taste test.
Oh, that is the Domino's stuffed crust that you said you had in the past.
Where'd you make that?
Domino's has never made a stuffed crust.
I'm at a loss for words. Until now, that is. Introducing Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. We didn't just stuff our crust with cheese. We use a delicious pan pizza dough and sprinkled garlic, seasoning, and parmesan on top. It's Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try it for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
Did it have sufficient? Buckle up. There's toothpaste white and there's crest pretty white strips white.
Whitens like a $400 professional treatment.
Ned's excited for his big date, but he's wondering,
What if the flaky black throws me off my game?
what if Ned knew he could treat differently?
Otezla is the #1 prescription for plaque psoriasis. Otezla can help you get clear skin and ease itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over a decade. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
With clear skin, Ned's movie night could be a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Tesla. Scan to learn more.
You'll be back. Evil can't help people customize and save in Liberty Mutual.
Well, I'll be. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Be cool to have him go. Sorry, what did you think? I'm gonna use Tydoxy Boost. It's a lifesaver.
The most powerful cream in any universe. See? Looking good. See Marvel Studios Thunderbolt.
These are the new Snack Factory Poppins. A pretzel take on popcorn.
See for yourself.
Wait, that's tasting right. Oh, right, crispy.
They're so incredibly munchable.
Snack Factory Poppins. Rethink your pretzel.
Do you know anyone in London? A gentleman who lives on Baker Street.
Sound loitering.
I have business here.
With who?
Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
Where? Come in, quick. Make the gentleman a good breakfast now.
I'm your doctor.
She said that you would know what to do. She was a victim of the Red Brain.
Sorry for your loss, but I do not believe that you are my offspring. Putting that aside for the moment, I will investigate provided you are interested in learning my methods.
You have something to teach.
And do. Just help me crack the case. The red threads are larger than I fear, even inside the police.
The great danger.
I'm counting on it.
I want justice for my mother's murder.
I doubt you can understand what it's like to have a child. I'm not without imagination.
Every time there's something I need to know on Wide World of Sports, all talk about it. They want that show. They want that show.
You only had which station?
Here it comes. Pretty clear. And the jump that he made. Most people would think I'm crazy. Guys are worried. We're scared all the time. People talk to people, you know. They're nuts. They're too long. You know, you're not going to make it one of these times. Here we go.
A beautiful leap. As Evil Knievel gets the royal approval from the judge. It was a beautiful win.
I'm gonna be adding green into this also.
And there's a beautiful jump, and it was the first time this was seen nationwide.
my dad called down to the office, and my brother Terry actually, you know the deal we have with Knievel, right? Yeah, that
Leave
housing
that
deal.
up there like that.
We did real well, Dad. We owe him about $2,300 some years ago. So that was a good figure. My dad said, "Okay, great, Terry. Put $3,000 in an envelope and bring it up to the press box for me." Okay. Evil comes in, sits down across the desk from my dad, and he reaches into his pocket and tosses an envelope full of money over to Evil. Evil takes it, counts the money, puts it back in the envelope, closes it, throws it back across the desk at my dad. That's not right. The money, it's not right. And my dad looks back at him and says, "How do you know it's not right? You haven't looked at my books yet.
So
You
that's
don't
not
know
bad
how many
for a
days
day's work,
you don't know how much money you're supposed to get. How do you look me in the face? Throw that
which
envelope back
is
across. Calm
probably
down." He was upset. Throw that envelope back across. He thought he'd done him a favor. And
I
so
don't know. I probably
my
got total
dad looks at me and says, "Listen, Casey, I had my people every
6 hours on it.
read those little clippings. I know how many people you had. I know how many you had last year.
Total of
That's
6 hours on the whole thing.
and you've overpaid me." Well, Casey sat
But
back
I
and he
still
said,
got, like I said, I still got to do some
"Let me tell you something.
paintbrush
When
work.
I do well, everyone that works with me does well. When I
And
make money,
what is it, an
everyone
hour and a
makes money."
half right now? So
And I said, "Very well. And
that
I
ain't
wanted to
bad.
pay you more than we had
That
agreed
ain't bad
upon."
for
I thought
today.
that was fair.
We'll
Well,
think I think I'll call it there for today, and
never done that
tomorrow
before.
we'll hit it up
You
some
know what,
more.
JC? Your word is as
And
good
we'll
as
come
gold.
in tomorrow with
I'm
some
very
of
glad you
the.
did that, and I want to jump
I'm
right
going to
into some of the
start with
details.
some of the.
Beautiful place
Yeah, I need
where
to darken up
where
the shoes a
where
little
work
bit.
meant
They're
everything
they're like a
and you had
black
a
between a
handle on
black
things.
and
And
a
it was
gray. We'll darken that
I
up.
even remember
The
making
tree and
clothes when I was
I'm
growing up
gonna
for my dad.
end up doing that with the
Might have
black
to do
also,
something. What if somebody was
and
doing something that
we'll darken the tree
It
up,
was
and
a
all the
wonderful
shadow
time
area
when
will
we
darken up
started
a little
with
bit.
two guys that didn't know each other.
The
And
tree
we
and
ended up
stuff like
becoming
that,
very, very close.
and
Kicking off
might
the
throw
day, I
some
noticed
white
there was
across
something
here
about
and
the
here.
shows my dad
Or
foresaw.
no, I ain't
It
throwing
was,
the white. I'm going to do the
since
brushing
he helped him get
with the
national publicity and
high grass,
recognition. But then
tall
from
grass.
then on, I mean, using
And
Evil's name, I
like I
mean, it
said,
was a
that's
no-brainer.
pretty. That's a lot for a day, for a day's work. And all thanks to the HD stencil. You see how the HD stencil looks on there? Deer right there. Um, that's what the HD stencil will do for you. There you go. I hope you all enjoyed it. Uh, Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe. And thank you all for coming on by. We'll call it short. I haven't ate nothing all day. No, I ate something earlier, right? Some noodles and noodles. But now I got Chipotle. I'm going to eat. Uh, all right. Thank you. And I did this stream this late this evening because I told Tim if he got 5 super chats that I would do it. Man of my word, and I did it for an hour and a half, not 2 hours. uh, there you go, Tim. I'm a man of my word, and I'm glad you got your 5 super chats or whatever it was. 4 plus 1, heck of a big one. There you go. All right. Y'all have a great evening. And see you tomorrow. Bye.
Because I'm going to risk my life and limb, and everybody